So why would the waves, why would the music mimic what she sings? How? Sound, yes, okay, it's the sound. And why did she do this instead of just this with waves?
They keep going back and forth.
Thank you, they go back and forth, yes. And so there's kind of a meter to it, so sometimes it's strong and sometimes it's like da 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 da, you know, whatever. I don't know, I don't sing or do music, it's bad. But it's kind of like there's a meter or a rhythm. It's a very loose one, it's not regular, but you can see that there's kind of ebb and flow and all of that. So it's making a mimic motion. Its mimic motion made a constant cry, caused constantly a cry that was not ours, although we understood. So where does the cry come from? The waves, and it causes a cry from who's making noise? What? I heard two things. The ocean, the sea, and then the what?
The girl.
The girl, yes, the girl, because she is singing beyond the genius of the sea. And so it was her voice, not ours, although we understood, in human, of the veritable ocean. She is singing, she's walking along the seashore and she's singing, okay? So she's walking along the seashore and she's singing beyond the genius of the sea. If you want to look at, no, we don't want to get mixed up with the Emperor of Ice Cream. Beyond the power of the sea to respond. So she is singing beyond the genius of the sea. Why does he do this to me? For those of you online, this is Dr. Mitchell. He just walks into my class from time to time and tells me why I'm wrong. So
He does the same thing.
I do, that's true. Okay, the sea was not a mask. What does it mean that the sea was not a mask? What is a mask? It hides your identity. Okay, does it just hide your identity? Like if I hide behind the thing up here, that's hiding my identity. Is this a mask?
Well,
It goes on your face.
It what?
It goes on your face.
It goes on my face.
Become someone else.
I become someone else. So there's a new identity, right? So so the sea is not a mask.
Oh, I just saw Green Lantern last night. That's so good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Green Lantern. I'm sorry. I don't know what we're talking about.
He wears a mask.
Okay, he wears a mask.
The green mask.
Why?
but it doesn't really do much.
No.
No. Yeah, it only covers his cheekbones.
This is what it looks like.
Okay.
Somebody pulled it out.
Just give it to your friend and have her put it on.
Oh my God.
There we go. All right.
Yeah.
There's the mask. Okay, so we have a mask. Now, what does it mean to wear a mask? What does it mean to wear a mask?
It hides you.
It hides you and allows you to be someone else. Now, she's, I don't know where Mitchell went. Okay, she sang beyond the genius of the sea. The sea was not a mask, no more was she. The song and water were not medleyed sound, even if what she sang was what she heard. Okay, all of that put together, can you tell me what it sounds like it's saying?
Pretty much.
The waves are making kind of like music, but she's not necessarily singing to the waves. Like it's not necessarily matching.
It doesn't match. It's not a medley. She's not using that sea like a mask.
Right.
She's not a mask. The sea is not a mask. But the song resembles the sea or has something of the sea in it?
Where is that?
its mimic motion made constant cry, caused constantly a cry that was not ours, although we understood, inhuman, of the veritable ocean. Her song makes the ocean cry in some way, because it's an inhuman cry. It's inhuman, it's a cry, and it is of the ocean, but she's not singing exactly the same thing. She's not reproducing the sounds of the waves.
Well, she can.
Why not?
She's a human.
She's a human being. She doesn't speak ocean, right?
Right.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
But she is kind of echoing the mask. She is echoing, not echoing, but she's kind of changing that sea into, the sounds of the sea into a new song that gives the sea a new meaning. It gives order to the sea. Her song works kind of like the anecdote of a jar, right? Okay. Did that make any sense?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, good. Okay. You're with me. Thank you. Good. Okay. So the sea was not a mask, no more was she. The song and water were not medleyed sound, even if what she sang was what she heard. So she sings what she hears, but like the tree, okay, it may be that in all her phrases stirred the grinding water and the gasping wind, but when you each read me your 5 words that described the tree, everybody had, well, some things overlapped, right? Some of the things overlapped. So we knew that we were all kind of looking at the same picture. But at the same time, what she sang was what she heard, but it was she we heard and not the sea. And so when you gave me your 5 words, I'm hearing what you see instead of what's on the board, right?
So,
Mm-hmm.
is it like the poem?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, like the poet is trying to describe the sea, it can't recreate the sea.
Right.
Just like her song can't recreate what the sea is.
Yes.
Even though it inspires her.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Say that again and get him to say that again.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. This is,
So,
okay, yeah, the sea. I don't talk to cameras often. Yeah, just like the poet is trying to describe the sea in the poem, it can't recreate the sea. And the woman who's singing, even though the ocean inspires her, just like it inspires the poet, can't recreate it in a song. So, I don't know.
exactly.
Okay.
So it's some of it is what she has experienced, and then some of it is her experience. Like if you had 2 great composer opera singers walking along the sea, and they're both just really inspired by the sea to sing some new song they're making up, you're gonna get 2 different songs.
Yeah.
Even if they're both geniuses, right? Even if they were twins, you'd get identical twins, you'd get something different, right? And it could be the same sea. Okay? So that's kind of looking at 1906, the very top. She was the maker of the song she sang. The ever-hooded, tragic-gestured sea was merely a place by which she walked to sing. Whose spirit is this, we said, because we knew it was the spirit we sought, and knew that we should ask this often as she sang. So whose spirit are they hearing? If it was only the dark voice of the sea that rose, or even colored by the many waves, if it was only the outer voice of sky and cloud, of the sunken coral water wall, however clear, it would have been deep air, the heaving speech of air, a summer sound repeated in summer without end, and sound alone. So if you go to the beach and record what you hear, the thing is, that's just sound, right? You could use it as white noise to fall asleep to, whatever. But it doesn't have a beginning, a middle, and an end the way that one would think a composition should. Fugue or a symphony or something like that. A song should have a beginning, a middle, and an end, unless you're in kindergarten and singing the song that doesn't end. Right? That one doesn't end. But the C would just be sound, okay? So